So today, I'm really thankful for Coach Bandstra for having me on, talk about our Jet series. I coach at Nitro High School in Nitro, West Virginia, which, if you look on my screen, you can see the little helmet decal. That's pretty much where we are. That's where our helmet actually looks like. Somebody did that a couple years ago, and that's where we're located. We are AA. We have about 700 students in high school. So we're not a huge school, but we're not a really small school. We were 4 and 6 this last year, which you'll see on the presentation. We as a program at Nitro have struggled for a while as far as wins and losses. I've been the head coach going on my third year. Coming up, I started at Nitro in 2018. I was the head coach somewhere else for 3 years before that. And we used our Jet series this past year as the base of our offense. And you'll see some stats that we had this past year on the next slide. But a couple things about our program before we start. The WTD down the left-hand side of the screen is win the day. So we're going to be better today than we were yesterday, or you could think of it as better tomorrow than we were today. And then in the top right-hand corner, you'll see the TNT, which is teamwork and toughness. So we're going to do hard things together. That's a little philosophical ditty, so to speak, about our program, about how we do things. So our Jet series, why did we go to this? So we didn't start the 2018 season being a Jet offense. We had it in our package, but we morphed into it as we went, and it was good for us. It was something that, like it says, gave eye candy for the defense, made the defense look at the Jet before the snap. It was simple for our kids. What we call plays last year was on a wristband, which allowed us just to signal in a formation and number, and then the kids ran the play. And it fit our personnel, and you'll see what I mean when I show the film. It fit what we had. We had a bunch of quick skill kids and a really good tailback. Our tailback rushed for 1,200 yards in his only year as a varsity player. He only played his senior year. And it was successful for us. Our kids knew what to do, and we did it well. Excuse me. So what did it do for us? It allowed us to average 34.4 points a game, which was the number one scoring offense in Kanawha County, which is the largest county in the state of West Virginia. Allowed us to also have the most wins since 2007. We were 4 and 6 last year, which is not a great record, obviously, but it was the best since the 2007 season. And we beat our main rival for the first time since 2012, which has been a little bit. And we have another rival we're working on, need to beat them as well. But we're continuing to go forward. So when I say it's a series, I truly mean it's a series. It's a series of plays. So we're gonna first install the Jet, then the Jet with the counter off it, Jet with the lead off it, Jet with verts off it, Jet with a tunnel screen, and then Jet, and then throw a slant arrow concept. Now, we were not great at throwing the slant arrow concept on the film. I only have really one good clip of it. We weren't great at throwing the slant backside. We need to work on that. But we were pretty good at the other stuff as we went throughout the season. Like I said, we didn't start with it as a series, but it morphed into that as the year went on, because at the beginning of the season, we think we know what we have with the team, but we really find out about 3 to 4 weeks in, and then we just mold what we have scheme-wise to our players. So there's our first play, 28 Jet. So last year we numbered the slots in the back, kind of like a wing T numbering system. If you notice, our wide receiver to the right is the Y, because early in the year he actually played in line as a tight end. But he got hurt week 2, so he was out the rest of the year. So we had to put a different player in, and we didn't really have another good tight end. So we used a wide receiver. So you'll see here, the X and the Y are blocking most dangerous. We put the 2 in motion. He snaps the ball about a yard outside the tackle. We're going to reach play side, right tackle, right guard, center. We're going to reach play side gap. We're going to scoop the backside. The back's going to help us. He's going to chip the end to the linebacker in a 4-4 look. Obviously, in other looks, you can tell the back where to go or tag that. Really simple play, good play for us. It's what set up everything. So we'd start with that. We'd run just 28 jet. And how does the defense react? How does it respond? And then we call the plays based on this play. So this is the play that was the diagnostic tool for the offense last year. And then we go jet right and run our 35 counter. So we didn't number holes, we number people, kind of like a wing T philosophy. So this was the 3, that was the 5, that was the 2, that was the 4. So like the right guard's the 2, right tackle's the 4, left guard's the 3, and then the left tackle's the 5. And we would run this, and we would see like your overhang here spins the middle of the field, or sometimes they would blitz him off the edge and they wouldn't spill with their 5 technique. So we still would kick him out. This is our number 1 play. We ran this play 133 times last year. It was really, really good for us. Our tailback rushed for 1,200 yards, and this was basically his play. So we're going to fake jet motion. The tailback's going to counter step. We're going to block down the front side. Center's going to block back. The right guard here, because it's 35 counter, odd to the left, pull and kick the end. The tackle's going to pull and wrap, and we actually got really good at this, and we'll show some tape there. And then here's jet right 14 lead, so the 1 being the quarterback. If we don't see any kind of blitz or pressure or them rolling somebody to the B gap area, we're going to run this play. Also, because our quarterback is like 6'1", 215, so he's a good ball carrier. So this is just your wing T belly. So we call it 14 lead. If we do 3 technique, we'll make an X call. So that little call down here. So we're going to X the fronts. Tackle's going to go down. He'll go first. Guard pull and kick second. Kick second, excuse me. And everybody else is scooping. Really simple rules. We're just scooping play side gap. We're trying to get this A-gap linebacker to move out, and we'll run underneath him with the tailback ISOing. And then there's your man call. So if you don't get a 3 technique, we're just going to turn out, lock down. We're still going to scoop and leave this guy for the tailback. Okay. And here's our verts off it. So we get some eye violators here at corner, and we call these guys cats, outside linebackers. They're coming down, playing the jet. We'll throw the vertical behind him. Or, and you'll see this on the film, if we like the matchup to the X side, our X was our best receiver last year, and the safety starts to cheat the jet, we'll throw the vertical and let's go get it. So that was a big part of our offense last year as well. And then you'll see this on film. It was out of a 3-down look, but let's say we go jet motion and they're blitzing this guy. They're giving our counter game some trouble. They're actually taking this guy inside, or they're spilling and making the ball bounce to the unblocked player. And we will run our tunnel screen, which we call lightning, away from the jet, which is a good play for us. So the tackle is going to set and kick out the sideline player. We're going to run, the guard's going to run the alley, and the center is going to look to rat. And then these guys right here are blocking our base protection, which is out of this is a half man, half slide, which would be L protection. So the L in lightning means L for them. And then again, here's jet right, L arrow. Again, L for us is just half man, half slide. So the line's going to slide left from the center over. Unless the center is covered, he'd be locked. And then we start to slide from the left guard. So these two right here are locked on the end, 3 technique. The back's going 1 to 2. The quarterback's in quick game footwork here. So our quarterback's right-handed. So he's going left foot, right foot ball. And we're going to read it either he likes the grass. Let's say they're in a 4-4 look. He vacates or he blitzes. We like the grass here. If If we don't like the grass to the single side, we'll go 1 to 2 to the arrow. You'll see us here, we're just running a 28 jet, one of our base, obviously how we started our base play. Make sure we're on the ball. That's one thing too, when you do a lot of motion that we were not great at and the officials didn't call it, is you got to make sure you're set. We struggled with that at the beginning of the year. So you got to make sure if you're going to run jet motion, orbit motion, whatever style offense you're in, make sure everybody's set before you put them in motion. And we put that on the quarterback. He's got to know that everybody's set before we go in motion. So we're going to jet motion. This team was like a 52 cover 2 man team. We threw for like 70 yards and rushed for 350. So, we were going to run the ball even if you gave us a loaded box. So we're going to put him in motion. As you see, he snaps it about 1 yard outside the tackle. We're reaching play side. We're scooping backside. My left guard does not do a great job of scooping here. That's not very good at all. However, the play side's decent. Okay, the center, everybody's reaching that play side number. Put the second step in their crotch. Slot does a good job blocking. And here we go. So back does a decent job here as well. On his path, he doesn't hit anybody. He didn't touch anybody, right? But decent path. Now he should chip this in to the linebacker. Now the place the linebacker blocks himself, which that helps sometimes too. And then we're off to the races. Good play for us. Now, none of this is perfect, which is cool, right? We're watching this and we're all learning from it because we didn't block it perfect, and it's never really going to be perfect. But you can see some of our coaching points here. Jet motion. Sometimes this play is going to cut, right? So watch there, outside linebacker here. He's going to turn the play inside. Okay, our slot here is legitimately at the time like 5'4", 115 pounds. So he's not going to maul this guy, but he can turn his butt and give the jet guy a lane to run in. And it's a good downhill play. So really good play side by our right tackle. Now we tell the guard to not try to knock the tackle off. So if that knee doesn't come to him, being the right guard here, he climbs right now because the right tackle has him reached. So don't knock him off the reach. The right guard's running. We have 2 really good seal blocks right here. Backs up on the safety. Now, I wish you just put his foot in the ground and run right here because he may score if he runs off butts. See what I'm saying? So don't run into butts, run off of butts, and he actually may score if we do that. The good thing about this play is you only have to block really 2 people. So the right tackle has to do a good job getting this second step in the crotch, and then the place of linebacker, because all these guys back here are not in the play because it's full flow, fast flow. So that's why we like it as well. We just cut. Oh, man, maybe 6. Here it is the other way, 49 jet. Again, decent job reaching the front side. So our slot there should be reaching his outside number, right? So we keep coming. But he turns him out, so he gives him the butt to run off of. We're fine with that. The tailback needs to find work. Not the greatest by the tailback there. So, second play of the series is our counter play. We ran this 133 times. Really good play for us. So we're going to bring jet motion to the left. Our rule on the front side is block down. Center is going to block back, so we differentiate that a little bit. He's going to block back for the pulling guard. Even if there's a 0 on top of him because the guard's coming down, the right guard's coming down in this case. Now they're in a 4-man front here, but even if they were an odd front, he's still blocking down. So I'm going to go down. I wish the tailback's counter step was a little bit longer. We're going to get a kick by the left guard and a wrap by the right tackle. Now we tell the left guard, pull right, hit right, and we tell the left tackle to get up in the whole square and look inside out. Really good job here. Bam. And then if the tailback would stick his foot in the ground and get vertical, he may score, but he's trying to run to the sideline. I don't know why, right? The wide receiver needs to close ground and then give the tailback a butt to run off of, but he's doing a decent job there, trying to give him a two-way go. And why is this play successful for us? We block it well and watch their safety. So we go in motion, he goes with it, and then he is vacated, right? So we're running the counter back to where he came from. We do not read this. We're hoping that the jet motion holds this end right here, which it does for a second. He doesn't really know if this guy has the ball, right? See him hesitate. Oh, and then we're up and through it. So well-blocked play, one of the better plays for us. I thought it was our best play last year. Run it again, down, kick, wrap. That's a much better job of getting vertical by the tailback. Counter step still not long enough, and he's running like a stretch path, right? So he should counter step, and I'm running B gap, trying to puncture this thing. So he's still too wide now. He's a good athlete, so he sticks his foot in the ground and cuts up, but he shouldn't be that wide on his path. Again, another good job by our left tackle, wrapping up in there, getting body on a body. And there we go. Really good play for us. Probably our best play last year, as I've said before. Another example here. What I like about this one is you can see these linebackers taking this eye candy. Watch these poor young fellas. So good down blocks on the front side. Down blocks, he's just blocking football. So center's blocking back, blocking down, blocking down. Good kick, good wrap. And there's nobody home. There we go. Good job by their safety, hustling and making a tackle. One more to the left. So our guard should have kicked out this end. It's like he doesn't even see him. But the good thing about having two pullers is the first one misses him. The second one can find him usually. And then we're off. We're off to the races. I guess they had a Mike blitz on here, and then this ball pops. It's out of there. Really good run by 3. Good player. That helps too, right? So here's an example of why we would run screen here in a minute. So this is the first play of the game. It's our best play. Counter was our best play last year. Really good job of absorbing the pressure. So we're down, back. We're going to kick the first thing we see. Boom, there it is, right? Pull left, hit left by the right guard. Because they don't spill it, so this guy's running free, but we're going to be underneath. Tackle does a good job of wrapping. And there we go. Now, I do not like what our ex receiver is doing at all. What's he doing? He's watching the play. Okay, so he needs to go attack. If he'd attack, this may score, so now he doesn't have to cut. Okay, so our big thing for wide receivers is no block, no rock. If you don't want to block, you ain't getting the ball. Here's our lead play. So this is a little unique look here. We get 2 1s and a 4-eye. So our right guard and right tackle communicated man-man. They could have X'd this. He could have blocked down. He could have kicked nobody because the center's reaching play side. They communicate man-man, so we block down, get a double, and then he's leading here. This guy will be held by the jet, and the jet does a really good job. We tell our jet, once you don't get the ball, because obviously it's not your play, it's 14 lead, find work. It's a good job finding work. The quarterback's a big dude, and you'll see how we like him on this. So there's our X call. Get a 3 technique, 3-5. Run the jet motion. Okay, our center needs to do a better job of reaching. I gotta work with him on that. He's not so great with that. My left guard's turning out. I don't know why. Not good by him. He needs to reach play side. Same thing with the left tackle. So quarterback does a good job flash faking the jet. Down kick. Tailback's leading. Quarterback sees the cutback. It's a good run. There it is to the left. There's our man-man call. Good run by the Q. Better job here on the backside, reaching through. Center does a really good job here, climbing to the backside linebacker. So the center's coaching point on this is make sure the two technique, the 2-eye, doesn't come inside right now and cause penetration. So just give him a hand, then climb to the backside linebacker. We should be full scoop here. Right tackle's doing a good job. The right guard needs to come off and climb. We actually get a double team on that linebacker. So down, turn out, boom, let him run. Quarterback rush for 980 yards last year. There's our X block again. Our back will get out of the way. We may have a little better play here. So again, good job faking the jet. Now the center needs to go to the backside linebacker, which is him right here. This guy is the tailbacks. Down kick. Good play, first down. Okay, so here's our vertical game. Again, our number 8 was our guy. Getting jet. He's going with him. It's first and forever. We like the matchup. I think football's more about matchups than scheme. And then, especially in the passing game. Run game, definitely about scheme. Passing game, you're trying to find matchups. This team was a big man-to-man team. We're trying to find a matchup. Protection's not good. They had a really good defensive line. We're in L protection here. Our left tackle's getting whipped. He needs to punch with his inside hand, not his outside hand. And good throw, good catch. Okay, we do it again here. This is early in the game. I think it's the second play of the game. I mean, I think that's a hold there. Good gosh. And even the safety's playing down. So, you know, if the official calls it, and especially if he throws here, it's probably a touchdown. Now, he liked throwing the 8. That was his guy. That's fine. Go up and get it. You're still getting single coverage. But that jet motion, as you see, everybody's eyes, let me go back. All their eyes are looking here. And then he's running wide open, and then he's singled up. So that's why we really liked it, was getting the eyes where they don't need to be, right? Finding the eye violators and then trying to create a big play. So a couple plays ago, we were running counter, and they blitzed, like they were in a 3-3, like Tampa 2 look. They blitzed 2 off the edge. Well, we saw that, so we came back to it. Here's the blitz. Now we're running lightning, our tunnel screen to the left. Tackle kicks. The guard's looking to go into the alley, but he feels there's nobody there, so he's looking for work, and he finds the rat guy. Now our center needs to get out. Not great here. He needs to get out and be the rat. But really, really good job there. Executing by the players, and then a good job up top by our coach saying, hey, they're bringing 2 off the edge when we jet. So, hey, let's run our screen game. And there it is. Really good job of going flat by the tackle. I mean, that is excellent. Boom. Good job, receiver. Giving him a little foot fire, making the corner think he's going vertical, so the corner backs up. Coming back to the football, and then get up the field. It's good work. Here it is to the right. This is Rocket. Now, this play can be totally toast if they're playing press coverage, so it's good to be able to check out of this if they're giving you press. So they're off. It's a good job. And we tell our guys just to run the landmarks. So the tackle's running to kick out the sideline, the guard's to the alley. Kicks out the first thing he sees. Guard turns up. you got a good play. The center needs to be the rat guy now. Did a great job. It's a good play for us. And here's us running the arrow concept. So the guy in jet motion turns the wrong way. He should turn over his right shoulder here. He eventually does. But a lot of times with this jet motion, people will lose it. So as you can see, now he needs to be deeper because it's a pass play. So he needs to run right across the toes of the tailback and then open over his right shoulder. He hits the tackle. A quarterback is quick game footwork. Get a little leakage here by a left guard. He's a freshman. He's getting bull rushed here. They lose the jet. So it's a nice little check down there for a first down. So a very simple series, not complex, but something that definitely helped us out last year. Coach, thanks for having me on, and I appreciate you letting me talk about our jet series from the 2019 season.